Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Psycho-Pass Providence. And this is a new anime based off of the series Psycho-Pass from director Naoyoshi Shiotani. And this is, well, to put it out there, I've never actually watched the show Psycho-Pass, so I was kind of going blind into this one as we go with this story of Chief Inspector of the Public Security Bureau, Akane Tsunemori. And in this world, you have police who are able to register to like what point people are being pushed emotionally and mentally, that once they reach a certain point, you're like, they're going to commit a crime. And you can do something about it. And it's one of those kinds of things where, yeah, it's borrowing upon some of the ideas of Minority Report with the pre-crime thing. Because, you know, all that kind of stuff all comes from Philip K. Dick in some way, shape, or form, as we have a special guest here. But this particular film, I think, swings for the fences. Like, at one point towards the end of this film, we're getting, like, giant helicopter fights and airship fights, and you're just like, oh, where the hell did this movie go from? Because it starts off with a very intense mission on this like sea freighter. That this is very brutal, it is very violent, it's very mature, and you get that right off the bat. And it's mysterious. It's like, why did this professor get killed, and why did they take her head? And you have Akane, who winds up being a strong central character here, who anchors this whole entire journey through this story of trying to figure out, what's this conspiracy going on? Are there people in, you know, law enforcement that are involved? And there's a grand conspiracy. There's some interesting twists and turns along the way, but it can get convoluted at times, and it can get a little overreaching in terms of how big a scale it's trying to go for. But it is interesting in the ways that it deals with its themes, its ideas, and its challenges of like, is this kind of stuff right? How far will people go to shake the system? And there's some great action and intensity, shootouts, all kinds of stuff like that. The animation is this interesting hybrid of like, you do have this 2D animation of these characters, and some of the spaces that they inhabit are 3D, including some of like the big like mech kind of action sequences come out to be this CGI kind of presentation. And you have these characters who add some different layers of like where they stand with the law and what's right, what's wrong, and that adds some interesting shades of gray to the story. Now, in general, I think this is an exciting and thought-provoking action thriller that might feel a little long in the tooth, might feel a little too big, might feel a little convoluted. But when you take a step back, there's so many things that work well about it that it's still engaging, exciting, and something worth your time. Might even make you want to go back and watch the show. But those are my thoughts on Psycho-Pass Providence. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.